it's your Avon Lady, Chris Arnold. I've got your product picks for campaign 18 of 2025, and I have 3 great new makeup products to share with you. I have 2 of them that I have here on hand, and one that I just saw at our national convention, Avon Connect, last week while I was there in the product expo, and did try those a little bit. So I've got, don't have them here to show, but I got a little bit of experience with them. So there are 3 additions to our FMG Cashmere collection. It's going to be our Soft Focus Foundation, our Soft Focus Concealer, and our new Multi-Balm options here. So starting with the foundation, our new Soft Focus Foundation is in the pump bottle there, which, you know, depending on your personal preference, you may find easier to use than the doe foot applicator of our other Cashmere foundation. But it's soft focus. It really is. It's all about the blur and in making your skin look effortlessly beautiful. Effortlessly. That's a very hard word to say today for some reason. I don't know why. But it visibly blurs your pores, fine lines, and wrinkles. Makes, you know, smooths those out, makes those less noticeable. Has a soft focus, natural satin finish. So, you know, it's still got a bit of a glow, but it's not a super shiny finish. 24-hour wear. Not that you should have your makeup on for 24 hours, but however long your day is going to be, this will be long enough. It's a weightless hydrating formula. It's transfer free, so like it doesn't rub off on things. It gives you a nice, smooth, even complexion, and it's a buildable medium to full coverage, formula. So today I'm wearing it. I have no primer on, and I did not put any finishing powder on, just so you could see the finish of just the foundation by itself. And, you know, I'm sure you all have seen at some point or another, if you've been following my videos, I do have some lines in my forehead. This is softening my 1. I don't have an 11. I just have a 1. I don't know why. And softening my marionette lines a little bit there. So different ways that I've applied this. I've done just, you know, with my fingertips. And that time I probably did a bit too much. Like I think I used 2 or 3 pumps. This morning I used a beauty blender, like the beauty blender sponge, and I only needed 1 pump to cover my entire face completely. You know, under eye, forehead, nose, the redness on my chin and my cheeks and everything. And I don't have any blush on, so you can see how much it covers the redness in my cheeks. I didn't put any blush today either. I've also used it with the complexion blending brush. Works very well that way too. But yeah, I've discovered I can do my whole face with 1 pump very easily and get a nice coverage. I could do a second pump if I really wanted a fuller coverage, but I'm happy with kind of the medium coverage. And another great tip we got at Avon Connect last week was if you want a very sheer finish, especially when the weather is still kind of warm like it is now, you can mix your foundation with your day cream and apply them, you know, mix them together and apply them, and it'll give you that nice sheer finish to the foundation. I haven't had a chance to try that one yet since I got that tip, but you know, you'll love it because it blends effortlessly. I don't know what it is with me and that word this morning. It helps camouflage the appearance of imperfections and redness. It's a non-cakey formula. Like I had some long days last week. Like right after I got this, I went into, you know, the week of our convention, and I had some really long days from like 8 a.m. till 11 p.m. and might have maybe skipped washing my makeup off 1 or 2 days before I went to sleep when I got home. And it was still a significant amount of coverage the next morning. So definitely, and didn't get cakey. It stayed this nice, smooth, just kind of perfect finish to it. 24 inclusive shades. I'll show you the shade palette here. Oh, and actually, I have it even better. Let me take this out of the plastic so that you don't get the reflection on the camera. This is actually an even better representation of the colors. If I can get it out of the plastic. There we go. I almost forgot I had this. So 24 very inclusive shades. I am using see if I remember what I got. I think I got C2. C2. And I like that instead of, I mean, our cute little like shortcake meringue type colors were cute, but I find these more useful, where you've got the letter number combination. So you've got neutral 1, so it's your lightest shade in a neutral shade. You've got your warm 1, your C2, so if you need a cooler shade. So it really helps, especially if you're in that trial and error period of picking a color. The numbers and letters kind of help. Like, do you need lighter or darker? You go to a lower or higher number. If you need more warmth to it, or if you want to cool down the color, if you've got too much yellow, or you can go from warm to neutral, neutral to cool, and back the other way. So I like that we have simplified the color names there. Makes it much easier to pick a color, because no matter how you shop, whether you shop from a brochure, shop from a website, whether you're actually seeing the product in person, until you can get it on your face, you never 100% know. So any little bit that we can do to help choose the right color is going to save you some of that trial and error and help you get that much closer or even onto the right color on the first try. We do also have this on our virtual try-on tool on my online store. So if you just go to the online store, avon.com/repstore/carnold, and click on the product page for most of our color makeup products, you can choose the virtual try-on tool. There'll be a little camera there that you can click on, that you can upload a picture or use your live camera on your device to try on the colors and see how they would look on you, and that gives you a much better idea versus looking at a color on a page or the color sample on the screen. Formulated with 2% niacinamide for added brightening and skin evening properties. So niacinamide helps to even out your skin tone and brighten any dark areas to the skin. Infused with oil controlling silica powders, because I know even at my age, in my 50s, I still sometimes get a little greasy and shiny in my T-zone, so I like to have a makeup that kind of helps prevent that from happening as the day goes on. And it's formulated without parabens or talcs. So if you're looking for breathable all-day coverage, if you want makeup with skincare benefits, or just want a polished but effortless look, this is a great option for that. It pairs well with our Cashmere face primer and the new Soft Focus concealer. It does work well with our Match Airbrush tinted primer, so if you need a little bit more color, you can pair those together. And then, of course, it works well with our Beauty Blender and our complexion blending brush. Both of those work really well with it. And, of course, fingertips always still good, just, helps to kind of warm it up there. And you can always follow with our set and fix spray or a finishing powder for an extra set. But a couple of times last week I didn't use that and didn't really need it as much. Didn't find as much fade as I do sometimes with other foundations. So then we have the concealer, the Soft Focus concealer, and switch over my notes to the concealer here. Again, it's going to visibly blur. It has a lot of the same features as the foundation. It's going to visibly blur pores, fine lines, wrinkles, have that soft focus satin finish, the 24-hour wear. It's a creamy hydrating formula, so like my under eye area tends to be kind of dry, and this adds a little bit more moisture, which helps to soften out those lines under the eyes. And it helps camouflage the appearance of imperfections, dark circles, and redness. And it's going to lock in place without settling or transferring. So it's not going to come off, and it's not going to settle into lines and pores. And it's a buildable full coverage concealer. So one question we get a lot about concealer is, do you use the concealer before or after your foundation? I tend to use mine before, just because I already know for the most part where I need coverage. I predominantly just need concealer under my eyes. But you can also apply your foundation first and then just go back in with concealer to cover anything that's showing through your foundation. Some folks will find that foundation alone is enough to cover whatever they're wanting to camouflage, and that they don't need as much concealer as they think they might. You can also go back in with a like a lighter shade concealer or a darker shade for maybe some, contouring or more camouflaging based on areas that are darker, or maybe, want to brighten up an area to bring focus to that area. It's going to blend effortlessly. It really, really does. And again, I've used the complexion blending brush, the Beauty Blender sponge and fingers. It blends great with all three. Just like with the foundation, less is more. The first time that I used it, I kind of just sweeped under each eye with the doe foot applicator that it has, and that was a little bit much. When I blended it out, I ended up blending it out under the eye, over my whole eyelid, and halfway down my cheek, because it was way too much. And remember, it is buildable. You can go back with a second layer if you need more. So I definitely recommend with both of these, starting with the smallest amount. You might be surprised how little you need of these. So again, a lot of the same features as the foundation. It is a non-cakey formula. This one is available in 10 shades, and I don't have the cute little card for this one, but I do have the brochure. And they are named the same way, where you've got your warm, cool, neutral, and your number for how light or deep the shade is. So 10 shades, same 2% niacinamide for the added brightening and skin tone evening properties. Also has amino acids and lipids for smoother blending and longer wear. And again, formulated without parabens and talcs. So you're going to like it if you're looking for long-lasting coverage. Again, skincare benefits in your makeup, and a smooth, natural finish if that's what you're looking for. This pairs well with the Cashmere Under Eye Primer. And both primers, the full face primer and the under eye primer, I used last week with it as well, and really liked how well those work together. I haven't used them with the Airbrush Retouch Tinted Primer yet, but that is something that you can pair with it. And then the complexion sponge, Beauty Blender sponge, and the complexion blending brush works well with that, because that has the smaller end that's great for those tight areas under eye and around the nose and those small spots that you want to blend out. So that's the Soft Focus Full Coverage Concealer. Then lastly, we have the Multi-Balm, which I did not order one as a demo, but I did, again, get to play with them at our conference last week, and really, really liked the formula. So these are sort of in the same vein as our Go by Glimmer Whipped Lip and Cheek Tint. These are sort of in that same vein, where you can use them all over, primarily cheeks and lips, or for blush and lips. I used, which one was it? I think I used this one on my lips, and it was a beautiful color. Oh, I loved it. So they all would make great lip colors, great blush colors, but they would also make good like bronzer colors or contour colors. So they're very, very versatile. It does have that soft focus formula, just like the foundation and concealer, lightweight, blendable, and it does just glide effortlessly on. It has just such a nice creamy formula, and it's a lighter coverage. So even though they look very deep colors in the pot, and they are very, very pigmented, it is still a light coverage, and you can get a soft sheer effect with them as well. So just like with the foundation and concealer, start with the smallest amount and then build more if you want more color in the area where you're putting it. So whereas the Go by Glimmer Lip and Cheek Tint is more of a mousse formula, this is a more creamy formula. That's got a little bit more matte finish, like there's no shimmer to them. They're those softer colors. These ones have a little bit of luminous to them, luminous finish to them, and they've got kind of a dewier look to them. My fan is trying to run off with my notes. It keeps blowing the page down. 4 versatile shades, as you saw. We've got the, let's see, what are they? Beach Blush, Tropics, Cranberries, and Bouquet in there. So we do have the 4 shades. Does dry down to a smooth, non-greasy finish. So even though they look kind of shiny and greasy in the picture, they don't come out that way on the skin. These ones are a vegan formula, so if that's something that you're looking for, these would be a good choice. And they've got infused with the blend of oils that are going to help keep your skin moisturized. So again, you've got some of that skincare benefit in your makeup. And really, I think we're just going to be going to more and more of that now that they've found a way to really effortlessly, flawlessly blend in those skincare ingredients into our makeup products. We're going to get more of those skincare benefits from our makeup products going forward. I think that's going to be the norm pretty much for a lot of things, at least for a lot of the products that we're making. Like, that's very much a focus for us. And it's going to nourish skin with 7 different peptides to help visually enhance skin's appearance. So that's a nice little benefit. To apply it, you can just tap on your fingers and then kind of warm it up on your fingertips, and then just pat and tap in where you want it, or smooth onto the lips. You can do lips, cheeks, or anywhere you want a hint of color. So it's one of those really versatile products that you can just use however you want to use it. So it's great if you're looking for a multitasking product that delivers glow and moisture. It's, again, if you're looking for those skincare benefits in your makeup, and having like a go-to product that transitions from, you can go from day to night, or natural to glam, or you've got the very soft natural look, or you can go for a more bold look with it. It's very versatile that way. And it pairs well with the powder blush that we have. The powder illuminator that I really like gives a nice little soft glow to the cheeks. And then we have the complexion blending brush and the blush and contour brush. Both of those would work well with it also. So that is our new additions to our Cashmere collection. Really, really like those. And then I did have just one other thing for that's going to be good during Campaign 18, and our dates for Campaign 18, let's consult the calendar, are going to be, 18 starts on August 27th, Wednesday the 27th, and runs until September 9th, which is a Tuesday. And we have this great offer here. When you have a $10 purchase, you can get this 4-piece set for only $39.99. It's got this great crossbody bag. I like the shape of like this kind of bag where you can crossbody, and it just makes it easier to carry, if that makes sense. It just makes it very comfortable to carry for a bag if you need to be hands-free, and carries everything in the front so it's more secure if you're going to be out in crowds, things like that. And the bag comes with a new advanced wrinkle corrector, our collagen booster eye lift, one of my favorite eye creams, and the Dream Life cologne. So really, really great deal for only $39.99 with a $10 purchase in Campaign 18. So you'll want to check that out. So that's everything I have for you this campaign. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again in a couple of weeks.